Hello everybody, welcome to Red Flood. So apparently they've updated it, so now it's version 0.1 instead of the in development version that we were playing before. So hopefully it will be a lot more stable and the game will not crash by episode 6. Fingers crossed we can actually make it to World War II within this mod. That's my hope, that's my dream, and we'll see if it can come true. We're going to be playing as Germany because it's really the only one of the major countries that we played that acts as a focus tree that we haven't tried yet. So, right now we start off with Paul Levy in charge, this dude right here who looks a little bit unfortunate. How many men do we start off with? We start off with 49 divisions, about 64 factories, 10 dockyards. It's nothing too bad. National focus, let's go for... Do we get the one where we go for the political tree, or does that just happen on its own? No. Political power plus 100 cannot be cancelled manually, and then we elect a brand new person to Congress. Or is it the Congress? I mean, it's Congress right there, so 35 days is not too bad for that. Research slots, of course, are going to go for the basics. Right away, concentrated industry, let's go for construction speed. You're a little bit ahead of time, so we're going to ignore you for now, so we're going to go for the... support equipment. Seems good. We're going to turn off fog of war. Okay, you guys will be on the border with France. Because France is probably going to end up being a threat. I mean, that's probably who the war is going to be against in the end. We'll assign a field marshal here. Austria is also potentially a threat. Poland, I'm not too sure if they will be too much of a threat to us, though. We shall see. Is that everybody we've assigned? No. So we'll assign you guys over here. We'll assign you to over here as well. And that still is not everybody. That's everybody. Fantastic. So we get our Army Navy experience. The gateway to Europe. Dutch foreign backdoor allowing us... I think this is actually the default tree. And they are currently liberal. Avant-garde France, I think, will eventually annex Livonia. And I don't know when we actually go to war with France. Because I can guarantee you that we will. I know Austria will invade. Depending on which focus tree they do as well. But Hungary at least is in our faction. Brazil is in our faction as well. 3 military dockyards. We're going to immediately go for a handful of military factories being built. We are going to get the infantry equipment ready to go. Get some light tanks. Get some heavy tanks. Support equipment on 3. We're going to want some artillery. Oh yeah, 5. And then motorized, we're going to want a handful of... maybe like 1 anti-tank, 1 anti-air. And you know what, throw the last one into artillery as well. So we're not using any heavy tanks, towed anti-air, towed anti-tank, but we will probably use them eventually. So we're going to just, kind of have them slowly be built up. Our dockyards, of course, we're going to want to go for some convoys. And then probably just for like some destroyers or something like that. Destroyer 2 sounds good enough to me. We also need some tungsten. We'll get that from Portugal. We need some rubber. We will get that from British Malaysia. And that should be an okay place to start. We do have low manpower. There's not too much we can do about that, though, at least for right now. So... Levy's decision. Today, Paul Levy, chairman of the Council of the People's Commissars, has announced that he will not run as a candidate for the next election. This announcement has shook out the political landscape of Germany. Not only is Levy a beloved public figure, but without him, the KPD has a chance to lose the next election. The Politburo has already announced that the next candidate has been chosen, but NMAPD or USPD government doesn't seem as far away anymore. Thank you for everything, Comrade Levy. So I'm not too sure who we're going to go for. First things first, who actually is a completed tree? USPD, you are the Social Democrats, KPD is just like regular. The NMAPD though has like a very long... They got a big tree. I guess Revolution is actually this one, so this is actually a different tree. But you're the one where girls becomes in charge, right? Yeah, that's an incredibly cursed universe. So maybe we'll just stay as the KPD. They also got like a decent amount here. KPD S, A, or D. Is there any difference here? Ernst Mayer. I don't know who is in charge there. Or Lev Sedov. I don't know who that is either. So we'll kind of just see how it all turns out. We don't know what France is doing. Austria. They attack you if you go for the ultra-nationalist, I think. I think everybody else kind of just ignores it. So amending this schism. As retirement of Livy, the Politburo has decided to choose Ernest Mayer as a new candidate for the position of chairman of the Council of People's Commissars. While he has very impressive biography and a great knowledge of the matters of politics, he lacks charisma and warmth. Thus, the vanguard wing of the KPD decided to propose their own candidate, the Russian immigrant Lev Sedov, to stabilize the party. A proposal has been made by a number of influential communists to choose a new candidate to reunite the party. The Red Poet should lead the party. Highly educated and ambitious. Let's go for Anna Seegers. Ambitious and dedicated to the revolution. We're going to try to spread it all throughout Europe. Because is there the option where you get cores in basically all of Europe? I think that's somewhere in here. But I'm not too sure where. Unless it's through no. World Revolution. These things don't do anything, so we can safely ignore them. Yeah, down here, Red Unification. If we go for the Rosa Luxemburg tree. So we need the KBD to win. If I want cores on literally all of Europe. And that seems like an interesting end game, is just have cores on everything. I don't know if Russia's events are fixed. I know these ones were fine when we were playing as Russia the first time. But we shall see. We're also not training any troops. Probably want to fix that. Build like 3 of you. Build 2 Panzer divisions. You are basically garbage, so just delete you. You're kind of okay as well, so we'll 2 of you. Just, you know, slowly, build up our army as much as we possibly can. Today, comrades from all of Germany gathered in the Prussian House of Representatives in Berlin. Many important matters of economy, politics, and military were discussed, but on the 5th and last day of the Congress, the most important decision of all was made. Who would lead Germany into the future? All parties had good speakers. The KPD spoke on revolution and progress, the USPDs of peace and freedom, and the NMAPD of unity and strength. Well, we're going to choose the KPD. And that should be over soon then, right? This tree is so, like, long. Okay, so KPD victory. And a Seeger becomes leader of the party. And we'll kind of... I mean, you can just do this, like, right away, right? There's really nothing stopping you from just immediately getting cores on all of Europe in, like, literally, like, 4 days. Not 4 days, but, like 4 months. Which I'm kind of surprised by. That you could just do it so fast. But who would be a nice, easy target to pick on? Luxembourg's already in our faction. Hungary's already in a faction, so we don't need to worry about them. Denmark's a puppet of Sweden. You would not accept an alliance. Different ideology. Right. This probably had when we were playing as Japan. Was, even though we're very similar ideologically wise, they think that we're too different to actually be allies. Even though clearly we're both socialists, so like they should say yes anyways, but what? Who cares? Who cares? It's not going to worry about that right now. So you have a puppet state in the Caribbean? Okay. Who the hell this dude is? Andre Breton. So if we do the core, where we just get cores on all of Europe, who would be our first target? We want somebody who has no allies and would be a very quick victory. I think the Dutch would be a pretty decent target for that. A lot of factories there as well. So we can see that Austria is strengthening the ultranationalist. That is dangerous. Because they could elect Hitler and Hitler would just invade us. Highly possible. Like, so Hitler's a moderate, right? Yes. They can elect, Romst, I think, who will then attack us, which is not the greatest thing that could happen. So you are just, you're part of the economy. You are for... a nice research slot would be really nice as well. Wants to do Bavaria. Suppress reactionaries, stability of war support, 10% stability. I mean, our stability's not that bad, I think. And again, we could immediately get all of our cores. And we also get a new name, the Union of Socialist Council Republics. I think I'm going to do that, like, right away. We're not going to go for the Lenin Doctrine. We're going to definitely go for the Roads to Luxembourg. It's still going to take a while. You know, a few months. And after that, then we can start worrying about everything else. I think just having all of our cores and being able to do things early is important before the world tension starts to skyrocket. And people start guaranteeing each other, which makes it a lot harder to actually do these invasions. You do anything? Maintain regime? Okay, don't care about you right now. Our stability is low. Our war support is low. I will admit both of those. And also things that we do want to change. Let's deploy you guys in Northern Europe. Like, we do need some more of you, more of you, more of you. And of course we need more tungsten. We'll get that from British Malaysia. The Austrians have revolted. So we got the Austrian commune down here with exactly 4 to 6 divisions. But I think we can intervene, can't we? You would not accept it. Why would you not accept a faction invite? You're at 9. Send. I'm trying to remember what can I actually do to get you to want to join my faction. Communist Japan has risen up as well. Emperor of Indochina and Shaanxi clique have signed a white peace. Korea signed a white peace. So Japan is now in her own little civil war. Who's going to win that? Doesn't really matter to me, to be completely honest with you. Get a non-aggression pact. I just want you to like me as much as possible, so that I'm hoping you will say yes to a faction invite, because it would be really, really nice if I could just intervene and help you out. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're going to immediately get these guys involved. And then I'm going to immediately join your war. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to invade Germany or invade Austria from the north. How many men do you have, by the way, Austria? 14 to 31. Do you want to get called into this war as well? Yeah, so then, I mean, that's just going to make our life incredibly easier if we just get rid of Austria right now. Like, I'm not too worried about what the Austrians are really going to do, because they're more or less already just dead. Like, we haven't taken Vienna. If you want to join the war, you can. It's not really going to make a big difference. And allow me to move these troops somewhere else. Italy has gone accelerationist. I don't know what the hell you do. A Christian socialist Italy? Will you go? I have no idea. The Italian focus tree is a little bit broken, as you can tell. But I don't think you're going to capitulate, even though you want to. I mean, if you capitulate, it's actually not that big of a deal, because we've already gotten involved in the war. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's get the radio researched. And hopefully we're not going to lose too many men. Lost 3,000. Not that bad. Go down to speed 4 for a moment. Clique's clear war on the Shaanxi clique. That's okay. Did you capitulate? You did, but it's not like that actually matters too much. Okay, Hungary's going to come back here. Free up all these territories that we had occupied. Or reoccupied again by the Austrians, because for some reason they take the occupation back. It's a little bit strange how it works sometimes, but what can you do? But where's like the easiest place to hit? I mean, taking Vienna would be nice. There's no, again, I don't think there's any way that Austria can actually win. Do I have an air force? I do not. Though I probably should be building a handful of planes as well. But a Rosa-Luxemburg Doctrine is almost ready. And then we just keep going down this tree. Anti-nationalism, weaken national identities, and then we go for red unification. And everybody can be part of my glorious faction here. We should be able to push you out. Even though you're in the mountains, which is a little bit difficult to push your way through. So does World Revolution do something now? No, these don't do anything. They just allow you to go down this tree. Which allows you to support Japan, help with the Americans, but I don't think America actually can do anything right now. And Klochak, I think, is about to get, like, shot soon. So we'll see how that works out for him. Hungary, do you not have, like, a big army? You only have 14 divisions, which is not that great. The mountains do suck, I will admit. Okay, I'm going to send Blue Army over here now. We can ignore France. I'm pretty sure they're not going to attack us anytime soon. I feel like I've already maybe lost too many men in this. Like, we've actually lost 3 times more troops than they have, essentially, at this point. However, on the other hand, I don't know what's on the other hand, to be completely honest with you, but now that the Blue Army has arrived, to make sure that the Hungarians don't just, like, die. Apparently they needed help in that one. And we've almost taken... I guess if the Russians are helping you out. Brazil's also involved in the war. Will they actually send troops over here? Probably not, if I had to take a guess. And not that I think it really matters to begin with. So reinforcements have arrived. If we can again just kind of the Beijing compromise. Okay, so it looks like Revolutionary Japan should win 40 to 49. The Imperial Japan, I mean, they're kind of just like stuck where they are at the moment. But Austria, they have their lightning bolts, so they have got an accelerationist under Rom. Will that mean Italy's going to help them out? I'm not too sure. Or France, I should say, will help them out. Potentially, but I'm leaning towards no on that one. So it is June of 1936. So let's go for... Might as well keep going down this tree because we've already got it unlocked. Get better artillery. And we're going to want to immediately try to cut our way down south, trapping all these Austrian troops. As soon as you're done attacking me, though, that would be swell. Do not allow these guys to escape if I can. Yes, keep just moving in this direction. Orange, it looks like we did take one territory, I believe. Just kind of keep them locked up where they are. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this first episode. So thanks for watching. My name is Anthem. If you enjoyed, give me a thumbs up. If not, you can always thumbs down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.